Hello, and welcome to the Bold Black Girls podcast. I'm Aries.
And I am Kim.
And we are going to talk today about Black girl luxury. What you know about that luxury life?
Girl, so social media, TikTok does a wonders with trends, right?
It does.
And sparks a lot of conversation.
Some are good and some are bad.
Yeah, but I am glad that we have social media when we use it in the right way, because sometimes you aren't informed about things, right? And then it's also, when used correctly, not to compare, but to inspire.
Come on, somebody.
Okay? Because we always try and compare what someone else has. Sometimes you may look at it as, okay, well, that is something that I aspire to do, to have, to be.
I love that, because that is so real. That's really like when you have a vision board and then you put these things on there, you get them from somewhere. Somebody got them, right?
Yes.
And I think that for us as like Black people, we be feeling like we can't have stuff.
And that's a limiting belief and scarcity mindset.
Or that we will go into debt in order to attain the look.
Yes.
Right.
Come on, speak somebody. You better preach.
And then we still gonna be sad because now we got to go pay that bill and you got creditors calling your house and you can't afford it because you're trying to look like something, but you ain't really that.
And you're not ready.
You're not ready.
You're not ready.
And the thing about it is representation does matter. And I love to see other Black women thriving.
Absolutely.
And doing their thing. And I'd be like, yes, sis, yes, that's me. Like, I'm a cheerleader for it. And I'd be like, okay, so wait, you got that? Okay, let me see how I'm about to get there.
Tell me more.
If that's something that I want, right? If it's something that I want, and I'd be like, oh, okay, that's attainable. Now let me figure out how to do, what I need to do to get that. But then there's some things that I see and I don't want them. Like, you'll see your local celebrity.
Yep.
Your, Saweetie, Nicki Minaj,
Meg Thee Stallion,
all these women, and they're blinged out, and they're some people call it the hood rich, type style, right? Where they got the long nails and the ice, and all that. I don't really, I don't aspire to that form of what their luxury is. Some get the Birkin bag and this and that. That's not for me.
Me either.
But there's other things that I'm like, I want to go on that trip.
Correct.
I want to have,
device.
Yeah. So there's certain things. And I think that the healthy way to look at it is going to be to stay in your lane and figure out what is luxury to you individually. It doesn't have to be what other people think is luxury. Like me, I'm not into my fashions are just stuff I feel good in and that I look good in. I don't care where it came from, really, honestly. I'm not into the Gucci, Louis, all that stuff. Now, if someone wants to buy it for me,
you will gladly
I will rock
it.
that thing. Exactly. Okay. For my 30th birthday, I bought myself a Gucci bag.
And you bought some red bottoms.
I bought some red bottoms. I have one pair. And that I only wear them on certain occasions because they're not comfortable at all.
Damn.
They don't, you wear them when you're going to be sitting down. Okay. So I was like, that wasn't a value add for myself,
Right. Again, it's what you look at it, right?
Exactly.
We talked about success. Success looks different for everyone.
Yes.
Luxury looks different for everyone. Because like you, not into that. But however, I was like, yes, I do actually want a Louis and a Gucci bag. And I've sacrificed for years and went without, while I invested that money into my child.
There you go.
That was my decision. That was my choice. That's something I had to do.
And you're about to have a big milestone birthday.
So I was like,
why not?
Material girl.
Yes.
Material girl.
Yes. Like, I'm about to be that one this time. And I'm not mad at that. Like,
guess what I did?
What?
I budgeted for it.
Exactly. You're not about to go into debt to get it.
I'm not charging it. Now I've charged it and pay it right off because
you want to get the points. Exactly. So what? You can go travel.
What?
Exactly.
On that 10-day Mexico trip or wherever.
Yes, exactly. And I think so. Me and Kim were talking about how, like, sometimes I'm real low key when it comes to myself, because I really am not the person that likes to be. It actually turns me off. Like when I see guys on the gram showing all their stuff.
Flashy.
I don't know what it is. I like seeing Black women do it though.
But it's the men.
But it's all in the way you're doing it, right? Like people who just like,
if it's subtle,
look at me because I'm awesome. But if they're just sharing what they're doing with you, I'm with that kind of situation. So I had Kim laughing because she's like, you think I should get the purse. And I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, why wouldn't you? Like, you work hard, you got money. So it ain't like if you was broke and struggling and borrowing money from me, and I'll be like, no, you can't afford it. Negative. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm even questioning the purchase. Like, okay, literally I have been fighting with myself.
That's that mentality that we got to get. We're still breaking free of some Jim Crow-ness.
This is true.
That's in our blood.
This is true.
Seriously.
And I was like, we talk about the Jim Crow thing, but also like one of our favorite pastors today. I don't know if you were listening. I'm sure
I was. What did he say? Which part?
He talked about resources, right? Mm-hmm. And having resources, and you get these things. He said you have a closet full of shoes, but we're doing a GoFundMe because you didn't have any life insurance.
He said you ain't got your business together. He was like, we up here, why I go in your closet, see all these Jordans and all that and that, and you haven't even taken care of how your family gonna take care of themselves if something happens to you. Gone. I said, I know he's slapping some people upside their head because they ain't gonna be GoFunding my stuff. Okay.
Listen, so I felt like you said, I've put everything, my ducks in a row. I'm putting money aside so that I can have that material girl and go get what I want. Yes. And I'm doing it within reason.
And I'm doing a material girl thing this year.
You shall learn. Don't tell them yet, girl.
I ain't gonna say it.
Okay.
But let's just say that I'm real basic when it comes to my cars. Okay.
Right.
My mom is driving my 2003 Camry.
Yes.
That I had shipped out here from California when I moved to Texas in 2006.
Okay.
I had that car and then I gave it to my mom, and I have a Camry right now that's paid. It's a 2015 Camry that I paid cash for because I don't like car notes. I don't like all that. So I don't care about that part, So this year I'm doing something that is so out of my character.
I can't wait.
But again, I budgeted for it. I'm planning for it. I have a whole system in place.
I love it
for that. And I'm talking about future forward to where I'm like, how long do these cars last? How long does this? Right. Like, I've done the research. I've been on YouTube.
I love it.
And everything, like really making sure it's a valuable purchase for me. Exactly. I ain't just about. Now I could go just be like, give my Range Rover, and all that, because that's really like the car that I'm like, if somebody want to buy it from me, I would totally drive this car, know? But I think the mentality that I'm like, I have to go through all this in my mind, like to do that, which for me actually is fine because I'm a count up the cost type of person.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we really got to start qualifying for ourselves individually because we deserve to have something. And even if you don't make a lot of money, honey, ask my friends. Bubble baths are a luxury to me. That's something that I am big on. I invest in my bathtub situation. When I bought this house, I paid an extra $850 for them to put that jet whirlpool thing in my bathtub.
And it was
I said, I gotta have the jets.
It's the best investment you probably made.
It probably gets that has been the most value of this whole house, right?
I love it.
But I'm buying candles. I want the experience. Yes. And to me, to be in the bathtub and sit there for 3 hours, like I'm in a jacuzzi, is a luxury for me. Right. And that could be that don't cost a lot of money. I mean, you can do it in your regular bathtub because I did it for years until I got this, this one. So I'm just saying that I think, because there are debates out there about, let's do a Black girl normal, right? I seen some of that too. And I'm like,
we've been normal all our lives.
We could be normal. You're already normal. It ain't about aspiring to this like particular place, right? But you can still have luxury in your regular day-to-day basic life.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. Is different. It could be a Coach bag. If that's luxury to you,
it could be a Target bag.
Girl,
you'd be like, I'm about to splurge, honey. I'm gonna get the good Target bag. I'm gonna get the $49 version.
It could be a pair of shoes. Like I'm into workout shoes, like in kicks. Like I want to look fly when I'm working out because I might meet Kiara's stepdaddy at the gym.
Come on, somebody.
So a luxury to me are workout clothes, honey.
A luxury to me is going to Mac to get all my eyebrow stuff because y'all ain't about to see me nowhere without eyebrows, okay? And Fenty face wash,
right? Exactly. So exactly, like luxury to me is a monthly facial.
Oh, I like it because I'm a massage girl, even though I don't get a monthly the way I should. But that is still one of those things where I'm like, if there is a spa where we're going, I'm going. That's just what it is. Yes. It's happening.
And of course, I think we both agree we love to travel. That is a luxury.
You know what my luxury traveling thing is? And it's getting bad.
What?
First class. Ooh. Now let me tell y'all. Now there's some. You got to know how to do it. Right. Okay. Like I'm not spending no $1,500 on no flight for first class. Okay. That's not happening. But there are certain flights that it doesn't cost that much more to go first class. Yeah. Right. And because I travel so much, I have
points.
Yes. And so my status on American allows me to get upgrades up to like 500 miles, I think, or something like that. So
I love it.
If I'm going to California or wherever, I can usually they'll give me an offer like, hey, you want to upgrade? And it might be $100, or something like that.
That's not bad.
That's worth it. And I always would go up when I'm traveling. I'll be like, do you have any upgrades available? Like the day of the flight, like when you're on your way, wherever, if they have openings, they will upgrade. I've been upgraded for $100 all the time.
I love it.
So many times. So now I'm actually going to take my kids to LA and we're going first class. Now on the way back, because we're driving up to San Francisco, we're not going first class on the way back.
It's an experience. That's okay.
But they're going to get, LJ been wanting to do that for a long time. And I'm like, I want my kids to feel like these things are normal to them.
They need to know that is actually A-okay. And I actually was, after you said that, I was like, you know what? When Kara graduates and we go on this trip, I'm going to upgrade us to first class.
Yes. Because for them, if they feel like something is normal, when they go to basic, they'll be like, I need to do something to upgrade my lifestyle because this ain't normal to me.
It'll keep you ambitious.
It will. Because again, I come from a 1-bedroom house with 5 people living in it, okay? Wow. And multiple other kind of situations where we lived in here and he lived in there. I didn't have apartments with roaches in it and everything. Okay, so we're not talking from no place of like, I had a silver spoon in my mouth growing up. Not at all.
Right.
Okay. But I was happy even in those times.
Right.
But because we didn't have a lot, I knew I didn't want to live that life as my life growing up. When I was 14, I got my first job. I worked summers every year until I was able to get my work permit and save my own money to buy my own clothes and my own stuff. I take pride in taking care of myself. So that's why I feel like sometimes when we're dealing, like, especially when it comes to dating and stuff and dudes, but what you bring to the table, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Right. I am the table.
Exactly.
I'm going to help you. You're going to be upgraded when you get with me. So quit playing. Let me ask you some questions because I need to see if I want to invest.
Hello.
That's legit right? How my mindset
if you're a liability or an asset.
I know I'm an asset. So I'm not even, it ain't even nothing to be discussed. So anywho,
and I love that. Well, and you bring up a great point. The reason I say that is because we tend to judge people, right? Mm-hmm. When they say this normalized Black girl luxury, when you don't even know how they got it.
Right.
You don't even know. Like, I sacrificed years. I went and paid tuition and went without those luxury things. And so that now I'm in a different season and stage of my life. Like, I'm going to do it.
You can't. And the fact that your daughter is like grown.
Because
see, I'm still investing in my kids' stuff.
Which you don't realize a lot of times as parents, that is the bag.
And that is a luxury for me to be able to invest in my kids.
Her kids got
extracurricular activities and it ain't cheap. And it's so interesting because I'll be like, dang, Lord, please. All I want is them to like appreciate, like realize one day that, dang, my mom was doing all that for us.
They will.
Like, I just need that. That's it.
They will.
And it don't even have to be all that. But I just need to know inside that they'll be like, Mom, for real. Like, we see what you did. That's it. That's all I want.
Trust me, mine does. She was like, I want to buy you a bag. And she told me, she said, once I make it, I'm going to get you a bag.
LJ told me he was going to buy me a house.
Oh.
And he was like, even if you got money, I'm still going to give you $1 million. I said,
oh, that's how you know, see?
Because I was like, don't worry about me. I'm going to be good.
That's what I told Kiara. She was like, no, I want to do that. And so I don't judge people because you just don't know. And you don't know if they got it or not, right?
You really don't.
It's women out here posted on the gram now. I don't know if it's true. I think some of it is. They walking away with $300,000 salary roles.
Yeah.
So if they don't have any kids, and even if they do have kids, they may have a husband and they're able to do those things. So let's not judge people.
But I also think that at the whatever level you're at, and because I don't want people to feel like, oh, I gotta be at this level to have luxury. You really do not. I'm telling you that my mom, when I was 10 years old, she used to run a bubble bath for me.
Yes.
And set the little mood in the bathroom. So I had my space, you know, and my chance to just sit up in there and
that
dream.
was luxury.
And that was luxury. And we was in the hood.
Because some people don't have a tub.
Exactly. I'm like, we was in the hood at that time. Or space. Or space, right? Yeah. Or space to even have privacy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So she let me paint my room purple and turquoise.
Oh, that's a luxury.
So like,
if you think about it in the hood, that is a luxury to paint your own room.
And this was like when we had upgraded. Okay. She had got married and then we upgraded to a 3-bedroom house. So me and my sister had our own room. I'm like, we got our own room. Like we had been living in that house. So we were excited for her to get married. We're like, yeah, that's fine. We don't even care about this dude. We get our own room. Cool. But so that was an upgrade for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to find what that thing is for you. And really that was all that we wanted to kind of touch on this week. Cause I'm like, I said, you know, we need to kind of address this a little bit. Cause I feel like, you know, people can assume about our life and we don't really go into all our personal business like that. I mean, but y'all got an idea kind of what we got going on. We own homes. And these are early investments that we made when we weren't making heck of money either.
Nope. And that was a sacrifice. Like some things we couldn't get because we have homes and we decided to use that right early on in our lives. And that's not cheap.
I'll repeat. I was making $43,000 a year when I bought my house.
I got to see what I was making. I probably was making about 50
because I was coming from California and was like, oh, the house is only $150.
Right.
I want that. Like I ain't seen no house like that in I don't know how long. And I had a condo that was 200 and something thousand in California. So, and that was an 800 square foot little hole in the wall, throw a rock and everybody in the house get hit type thing. And so coming here, I'm like, I want it.
I love it.
I want it. But guess what?
That was a luxury.
I started continuing to work to get more money. I went to school. I went and got a degree. I went to do all these things. And the sacrifice was I got student loans.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm still taking care of that debt, but I'm not going to stop myself from enjoying life. Cause that's like saying we don't want to have luxury until, you know, equality and justice for all Black people. Well, hell, we're going to be
waiting all our lives. We had to wait
because it's too long. So we got to find those little slivers of joy and areas that we can make our own luxury out of. And not necessarily looking at other people to compare, like you said, but maybe use it for inspiration. If it's something that maybe you're like, oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Let me try that. I want to do that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the mindset I feel like is the healthiest way, you know, to create this luxury life that you think you want. So that was all we really wanted to chat about today. That was a quick one.
That was,
you know, just to see if we can and spark some inspiration from someone. And if y'all have ideas about ways that you do your thing,
luxury,
let us know in the comments or, you know, share us a review. Of course, continue to like, share it if you're on YouTube, share it if you're on a regular podcast platform, rate us if they got a rating system or whatever that is. But yeah, give us your thoughts. Let us know how y'all feel about this whole Black girl luxury, because we here for it. Okay. Anything where Black women are getting a chance to live their best life, I'm here for it.
So tell me this before we leave. What are you doing for yourself? Or what did you buy yourself for Valentine's Day?
I did not really buy myself.
But you got me something.
I did get you something.
Y'all, she got me this puzzle.
I did. And it represents her. What does it say on the front?
It says, Black girl, you deserve to rest. This is also being productive. So she knows I'm in my season of stillness.
Yes.
And we always think we have to go, and that's not being productive, but actually.
Yes. And I was feeling very appreciative of my girlfriends. And I was like, you know what? I saw this thing as a Black owned company. They do puzzles. They do all kind of other stuff. But I was like, I want to get a puzzle for each of my girls that represent them to me, and then, you know, a little card just to, you know, represent our friendship, because I feel like Black women, one thing we got when we have friends, it's quality.
Yes,
you know, and if you don't have any, find you some. Find people who have the same values, and that y'all are actually adding to each other's life like that.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yes. So I did get myself a puzzle. So I guess that was a gift to myself.
I'm gonna share what I got.
And mine is a Black woman with a towel on her head and a robe and preparing for her bath with her wine. I said, now that's me.
Luxury.
Now that's me, right? And even if it's a puzzle, maybe you need to go get you a puzzle of that to have as a visual inspiration for the day when you get to have that life.
Listen, let me tell you something. What Kim has done for herself for your Valentine's Day. I went and got a pedicure.
Ooh.
I ordered me some new tennis shoes. Y'all say tennis, so I'm gonna say tennis.
Yes.
Some new Ivy Parks.
Oh, fancy.
So that's my luxury.
They always sold out
because I typically would not splurge and pay over $100 for a pair of shoes.
I know that's right.
But I was like, Kim, you have worked so hard.
I mean,
all your life you've been busting your butt.
All my life I had to fight.
I've been saying, and I don't club. So I was like,
yeah,
you know what? Treat yourself, honey.
Treat yourself.
The feet gonna be cute.
I love it. I'm here for all of it, y'all. And I hope you are as well. And I hope to hear y'all's stories about it too. This is our last week of February, Black History Month, Love on yourself, love on your people, your community. Try to contribute something that will grow our community.
For the love. I'm wearing them all month long. I'm exuding love.
I love it. We need to continue to try to be as much of love ourselves because our community needs it and we need it from each other as much as possible. Because right now it's been looking kind of sketch. So happy Black History Month. We culminate that. I think when this episode is airing, Kim and I will be participating in my company's capstone event for the end of, I think that the next Monday, we're going to be doing a live episode of the Bold Black Girls podcast for Software One, which is a company that I work for.
Love it.
And I'm excited.
I'm excited.
It's an internal thing. So I mean, I will tell y'all to come, but y'all ain't gonna be able to come. But I said, look at God. Being your true bold Black girl self, walking into work, and then they ask you to come bring that bold Blackness to the job.
Keep walking in it. Whatever you do, just keep walking.
This year, y'all, and I don't know, my company, y'all know, y'all hear me. We celebrated Black History Month. I think it was the first time.
Wow. And
a lot of that had to do with impact. And I love that they were so open to the suggestions, to the, just the things that we've been want to talk about. So I give them props, I will say, because we were not doing that well in my eyes, as if we had a scorecard maybe, but they acknowledged it and wanted to do better. And I love that. So I'm so excited to bring the Bold Black Girls to the company. We're going to have a good time. So we'll let y'all know how it went. And continue shining, y'all.
I love it.
So have a bold week.
A luxurious week.
And we'll see y'all next time.
All right. Peace.